need to understand that we have only two legs and two arms, so
Right,
the
right, right.
movements are not that different. In Zouk, they are different because we have a lot of movement for the sides. It goes around
Right.
the
It's
lady.
different. Yeah,
But
yeah.
when you do the basic, come on, when you look only the step, have one leg forward, one leg backwards. You do
Accurate.
this in all the dances, right?
All the dances, every
But
dance.
how you do it that really makes you understand which rhythm it is. So for me, it's you need to understand how that works.
Hey everyone. On today's episode of the Two Feet Podcast, we had on the inspiring and mesmerizing Rachel Ramalho. She is a Brazilian Zouk DJ, performer, choreographer, dancer, man. She does it all. She currently owns a dance studio in Brazil. And this episode, man, we talk about her beginner stage, what got her into dancing. We talk about the history of Lambada and Zouk. We also go over some hints and tips on how to improve your lead. This is an amazing episode. I am so glad she came on the show. Let's get straight into it. Hey, so I am now on the line with a Miss Rachel Ramalho.
Oh my God, yes.
All right, so you are from Rio de Janeiro, and you
Yes.
are a Brazilian Zouk dancer, teacher, instructor, performer, as well as choreographer. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
Zouk addict, as you can see here.
You sure know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm curious. So, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good, actually. Yeah, I'm traveling a lot, working a lot. We have a dance school here in Rio, so my two brothers are traveling. I'm doing the tour in US right now,
Oh,
but
you
I'm
have.
here. Yeah, I'm here into Tuesday, and then I fly out to US to meet them. So we
Okay.
have a dance school here with our mom, and we have around 10 teachers working with us, not only for Zouk, but for Brazilian dances. So we are quite busy. When we come back home to the tour, that yeah, you have like time to rest. No, we will keep working with our
Yeah.
dance studio. Yeah, let's go. I love
Wh-
it.
where you going on Tuesday? Like what city?
So first I go to Washington.
Okay,
Yeah,
DC. Yeah, sure
yeah,
enough. I used to
yeah,
live in that area.
yeah. I love DC. Like I have a lot of friends there. So my brother was, my two brothers was working in DC and this weekend, and then we have another congress in the past weekend, and then we go from there. We have a lot of cities, so we go to New
Yeah.
York, we go to Dallas, we go to New York again because we have a in Atlantic City a congress. We go to San Francisco, we go to Hawaii, and then we finish in Mexico. So we have a
Wow, you're extremely busy.
oh my god, it's starting. So in the year we pass in home around 3 months. So we when we travel we go like around 2 months, 2 months and a half. So we go to US, we come back, we go to Europe at the beginning of the year, like 2 months pretty much, in March and April, or we go to May as well. So really depends. And then we come back, we stay pretty much a month, and then we go to West, June, July, we come back,
Okay,
and then
okay. So you got like a little schedule.
September
Yeah.
start again for
Oh wow.
Europe tour, and then come
Yeah.
back to the end of the year in our event in December here in Rio. So
Okay, okay. I want to ask you
uh,
this. I know you were born in Brazil. Tell me, what was your childhood like growing up in, I guess, Rio de Janeiro? What was that like?
actually for me it was amazing. For me, Rio de Janeiro have as another amazing cities. They have are the dangerous place, yes, of course, but I love Rio. Like have everything in the same place. So the neighborhood that I live, I don't know if you can see over there. have a beach around.
Hey, that's perfect. Hey, I can see it definitely. Yeah.
So, so I love to be here. I love to be around. Um, the friends are forever. So the friends that you make here in Rio, like for sure that you can meet in everywhere. And even if don't have nothing, if don't have money, if don't have nothing in the life, you have best friends.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, so it's kind of cool, yeah. And with my brothers, my family, like we grew up the huge um, numbers of friends at the same house. So if our houses was living five, because my two brothers, me, my mom, and my father at that time, 10 people was living there, not
Okay.
only five, you know. So it's kind of we like my father had 18 brothers and sisters. So
Your father had 18 brothers and sisters?
yes,
Oh my,
so
that is a huge family.
yes, so the Hamalis come from my father. So it's my the this his side of the family. So it was a big family. So we learned how to split everything, how to share, how to have fun with little stuff. You know, we didn't have any money at the time, but if you mix a lot the egg, you can have egg for everyone. You know, so
Okay. Oh
it's
my
kind of
goodness. I'm
it's kind of
curious.
like
Yeah. What was I guess what are some of your, I guess, best memories? As a child growing up in Brazil.
was having fun at the beach with my family and my friends. Yeah, for sure. Like we was passing the whole like we don't call summer time here because usually Brazil like it's really hot. Here in Rio it's really hot. But like the weekends for sure we was going I was a soccer player before. So we was when we get out of the school, we go right away, we eat, we go to play soccer. So it was passing the whole day playing soccer, and then we're going to the pool, we was going to the beach. It's kind of like that, you know, like
Uh-huh.
doing sports and having fun with the friends.
That's
I don't say
awesome.
like studying that much, but it was okay. It was okay to live, you know.
Yeah. I'm curious, did you grow up in like a dancing household at all? Did your parents dance?
No, no, no. Actually, my father was from the sport. He was a swimming coach, and
Oh.
yeah. So my mom loved to dance. So they did dance classes. I think for 1, 2 years, something like that. When I was six, 7 years at the time. So was like just a little bit. We didn't have like really dance in the family.
Yeah, okay, I understand.
Yeah. So when our father passed away, my mom entered the dance world to forget, like to forget about it, you know,
I
like
understand, yeah.
yeah, she wants something different in her life, some looks without judgments, you know, friendly hugs without, oh my God, poor woman, you know, have
Right,
3 kids.
okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I was 15 at the time.
Mm.
So my mom entered and she was completely sad at the time, of
Of
course.
course, of
Was
course.
his first man and it was like for 20 years already together. So, and then she was like alive again,
Yeah.
you know?
Okay, I do, yeah.
Yeah, so after 1 year, she was doing a student performance and she was
Wait, real
doing a
quick. Was she dancing Forro or like what was she Lambada?
she
What was she
danced
dancing?
everything.
Oh
My
wow, okay.
mom rocks the world. Yeah, for real. Yeah, she does everything. She leads it as well. She's
Oh,
amazing. Yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah. She's amazing. She's amazing dancing and teacher as well. So yeah, she was doing a student performance, and then she invited me to check it out, of course. And then I love it, the environment, the people that was in the parties and this kind of stuff. Because here in Brazil, it's really common. We do a ballroom, a Brazilian ballroom party with all the styles together. So
Oh,
it's not only zouk or only salsa, only like put everything at the same dance floor, and would be like 5 hours splitting the rhythms, you know.
Okay, yeah.
So I love it. I love it. And her teacher invited me to get into the team. Oh, why you don't come here and dance with your mom? And I'm like, dance with my mom? Like, yeah. I was like, okay. So I enter, and then 3 months later, I invite my brothers to enter as well. So and then our life just poof, turned upside down.
That's so awesome. So you started dancing at the age of 15?
16, yeah. When I
16.
entered was 16, yeah.
Okay. And what did you start dancing?
Actually, it was forró.
Okay,
I
Forro.
like it a lot. Yeah.
So if I'm not mistaken, Forro is very popular in Brazil, right?
Yes, yes. It's we have two like really main rhythms. It's forró and samba because forró here in Brazil, like everybody knows, but sometimes, of course, they don't dance, but they know the music
Ah.
because we have a popular party here in June, July is Festa Junina. It's like a farm parties, like when you cook the food, when you put the little markets on the street, you know. So we have the amazing food with that typical music, you know.
Ah,
in
nice.
in in the north of Brazil, they play in the radio, they playing everywhere, so it's really common
Okay.
here. Yeah.
And let me ask you this. Can you tell me, do you know much about the history of Forro?
So actually, for us in Rio, we don't have like, even if you go to the north, the forró is different than we dance in Rio.
Oh wow,
So
okay.
yeah, have the roots that they call forró roots. It's like it's more when you dance on the street, you know. You learn on the street, don't have enough frame. It's like it's more tight, you know. So it's like you learn with the life. And we
Mm.
have they call forró universitário. It's like when you learn inside a dance studio, you see that have some movements that you don't do that when you're dancing on the street,
Ah,
you know.
okay. Yeah, yeah,
So it's like how you was growing lambada because was on the street, have that typical movement, and you have zouk that was building inside that studio and seeing what is good, what we can change, what you know like.
yeah. Yeah,
But
yeah,
now
exactly.
lambada is more they study a lot to grow as well, you know. So it's
Mm,
like
okay.
kind of like that.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I definitely understand that. And so I'm curious. So you joined that dance school, and are they teaching you any lambada at all?
No, was about zouk actually.
Okay. Oh, so you
We
joined just learning Zouk, Brazilian Zouk?
Yes, yeah, Brazilian
Oh.
Zouk. Yeah, that time it was calling only just Zouk. After they changed a little bit for Brazilian to don't fight with the another culture, of course. And then
Zouk,
we,
yeah, Zouk is that Caribbean music, right? So if I'm not
yes,
mistaken, yeah, you all are Zouk. Brazilian Zouk got started because the radios in like northern Brazil were playing that Zouk music, right?
yes, yes.
And they
And
started.
for us was close to our dance, so it was
Ah.
close to our culture. And they was speaking French. We like usually in Brazil, the people don't speak French, you know. Only now, people from my age they can speak, but usually was only music. Like in Brazil, the most of the music that people listen, they don't know nothing what they are telling,
Saying the
you
artist,
know.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So it's about, oh, I like it, you know. So it was like the rhythm was pretty much the same. We was able to fit our steps in that kind of beat
Right,
music.
right.
So it was like, why not, you know? It's the same that you are dancing your own steps and have like pop music, you know, like
Yeah,
whatever you're, the music are
exactly.
telling you, you're just dancing, you know.
Yeah. So let me ask you this then. So about, can you tell me some, I guess, information about Brazilian Zouk? 'Cause if I'm not mistaken, Lambada was kind of big at one point in Brazil, right? And then
Yes,
it's
yes.
kind of switched over to Brazilian Zouk, or like what happened?
Yeah, I think what happened was that dance studios was growing, so the information was growing as well, was passing more, and Lambada was pretty much in Porto Seguro, you know, like we knew
Uh,
here in Rio, we knew it Lambada because of Jaime Arocha. that always said about Lambada. And he always said about the people from Portugal. So it's about Braz, Gigi, like I love them. They're brothers as well. So the people from Kaoma. So I dance. I had the honor to dance with my brother in the show from Kaoma, in the Kaoma show,
Nice.
but not Kaoma uh, like the group, but the singer, Loalva Brás. So Berg was dancing, Brás was dancing, Didi was dancing. So all of them, uh, Felipe Mirra from São Paulo was dancing as well. So all the people was dancing lambada for a long time, you know. So we had the honor to participate as like a zouk dancers, you know, like
Yeah, yeah.
I wanna feel the vibe as well. So I was curious how to mix Zouk and Lambada at the same dance because like I was young, so I didn't like one Lambada was like huge. I was 1 year old, so it's
Okay,
like
okay.
nothing for me, you know. But we knew with this song, we knew the feeling about how the people was telling. Oh, that time was a fever. Everybody was dancing on the street, you know. So it's like we didn't felt this. So what we had the zouk inside the dance studios, and with this we was close to our culture as well,
Ah,
you know.
okay.
So it's
Yeah.
like we was learning how to put zouk and lambada at the same but like the same
Yeah.
cup, you know, like
Yeah,
you,
okay.
you can drink for the same water.
Okay, yeah.
Depends of the music, depends which style this music asks you to do it, you know, like it's more fast, it's more clean, or you can open more, you can hold, and it's like mix more zouk and mix more lambada. So it really depends on you, but you really need to study both to see the difference.
Ah,
Yes.
okay.
So for me, yeah, you really need to study to see like as more that you study, you have more options. So
Exactly,
yeah,
yeah.
it's about the counting, it's about how you move your body. So for me, if you learn both, you can see the difference. But when you see the difference, you're able to mix. You know.
Ah.
So
So
that's my goal. Yeah.
I'm unsure. So I guess does Brazilian Zouk come from Lambada or are they like completely two separate things?
So like for me, for myself, uh, it's a mother that have the dance, the lambada, and then we create different stuffs, you know.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
So yes, for me it's the same thing, but have this different because I cannot tell you no, it's the same thing. And the people who was learning to make a different steps, different counting, they don't have the space, you know. So yes, lambada was one thing, was dancing in different places. The people was more in the fast music, and then have the zouk love that we create different movements. So yes, have the difference, but today we can see more that all the people who are dancing lambada dance with people who can dance only zouk, and the people
Ah,
from only zouk can dance with people from lambada. So it's kind
okay.
of we can open more our brain, you know,
Yeah, okay.
because like for me, like I was passing in these two levels for me, like zouk and lambada. I was going these two different words, and then it was amazing. I felt
Yeah.
I, f- I fell in love with lambada when I was dancing with Gigi in Porto Seguro, and then I met Brass because of Gigi.
Mm.
But I was already in love with zouk because I learned in Jaime Rocha School with everyone, Adilio, Paulo Camacho, all the zookers that was in the time.
Yeah.
They dance lambada and then have something new. So it's not uh, it's only a little bit different, but we can put at the same ballroom, at the same dance floor,
Okay,
at the same
yeah, yeah, yeah.
feeling, you know.
That's awesome.
It's like when you have our samba de gafieira, we have different styles of music. So we have chorinho, have samba de roda, pagode. All of them you can dance samba de gafieira, you know. But
Mm.
now, where I think it's the same for Zouk. Depends of the music, depends who are dancing with. You can have more feelings of lambada, you can have more feelings from Zouk, you can hold a little bit more, you can do more cambres, you can do more bonecas. So it's like it's up to you to decide what you
Okay,
want
yeah.
if you have more cards to play with.
Yeah, okay, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
I wanna go back to when you joined that dance studio.
yeah.
Tell me what was it like for you learning, to dance, learning Zouk? What was your inner stage like?
Wow, for me, first was trying to understand the songs
Okay.
because it was really difficult. And then we didn't have that much internet at that time when I
Okay.
started. Yeah, so it was horrible. So I really didn't know what they're telling. But the most difficult part for me was learning how to move the hip.
Ah.
Yeah, so because in that time they was showing that we need to step really with this part of the foot with
The
the
outside
toe.
part? The out
No,
okay.
the
Oh, the
inside and
inside.
inside. So our hip
Oh.
going down. So it was difficult. Was difficult. Of
Mm.
course, everything changed. You keep studying, but was difficult to feel comfortable
That
with
is. That's that's
this
that's weird. That
with
sounds
this
weird.
movement. Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
because the hip was really moving, so we was trying to make that happen. And to understand the compress that time was difficult. Yeah, how the body works, how you can hold that much and keep the beat all the time, keep the feeling about the music. That's
Yeah.
why that time was calling Zouk Love. The music was Zouk Love, was much more romantic. And then when the reggaeton came out, it was like, wow,
Ah.
how to put this feeling in the reggaeton. So you need to change the feeling, you need to change some steps to make it work. So
Yeah.
it was really difficult. And my mom pushed me to learn as a leader as well, because if she always said, if you do something, if you're spending your time in a dance studio, do for real. Don't think that, okay, I'm here just passing 5 hours, 4 hours
Right. Go all
doing
in.
nothing. Yeah, yeah. So she was like, if because have of course in all over the world have more women than men.
That's all the
So,
time. Every time I go dancing, there's always more women.
yeah. So if you are part of the team, you cannot choose. Oh, I want to do that class, right?
Okay.
So
Right.
it's like I want to pick everything that the teachers can give me. So if I'm not dancing as a follower, I need to dance as a leader to
Yeah.
understand my body. Was about not to dance as a leader. It was about to understanding, because
Right.
I want to be a teacher. So I think today the people are just dancing as a leader, dancing as a follower. For me, it's a goal that you need to pursue if you want to understand better. It's not to change or something. It's to understand how to explain better for your students.
Right.
You need to understand both parts to explain why. you
Right.
know like why you do that, why you feel like that, because you need to feel how you say something, then you need to feel, but you don't know what you
Right.
feel. So what about this idea in that time my mom was doing as a leader sometimes, because she wanted to understand as well. So in the school always was normal to women do as a leader, because
Okay.
all the teams in Rio, all the schools have more women. It's
Right.
it's, it's kind of normal. So it's that's why for me, when I'm learning both parts. But
Not
in the party, I was dancing as a follower, but studying, I was dancing as a leader as well.
that's
But
awesome.
today, yeah, but today it's really really normal. It's balanced, like follower and leader doing the same party. So I have two lines. I dance with all the guys. I dance with all the girls. So like it's really cool. It's
And
really
no,
fun.
and that makes you such a. I want a toy truck. What? But Santa Claus. Oh, hold on 1 second, Santa Claus. Hold be right back. Hey, if you could leave a like and subscribe for the show, that would be amazing. Let's get back to the
It's
episode.
pretty
And no,
fun.
and that makes you such a great teacher as well, though, because you know both sides of the spectrum. So
Yes,
that
yes,
yeah,
it's a
the
good
best
thing.
teachers
Yeah,
know both. Yes, of
yeah.
course.
It's like you don't depend in
Right.
like with, oh, I need to have a partner, or
Exactly. You could
so
do it all yourself.
I learned it, and I was teaching by myself my whole career, because it's
That's awesome.
natural, it's normal, because
Yeah.
when you're part of something, because my brother was doing the same thing. He was an assistant as well in Jamiro's school, so we was like doing our parts, was not together. So he was doing, he have his own path, I have my own path.
Ah.
If you were able to put together, it's amazing, but if you're not, we keep working, so I learned with the school, in the school with a woman that she's amazing. It's Paulinha. So Paulinha is a teacher. Like when I started, I don't know if she born dancing, but she was teaching for a long time already. So it's like I learned with her, and she always was talking alone by herself. She was really strong, but she was a woman teaching.
Ah.
As a leader, of course, she know both parts, but she was a woman teaching as a leader. It's like you don't need to change herself because you're a leader or you're doing this part. So it was really good because she was really strong. She was giving all the details. So I love it. So that people was judging me to do as a leader in that time was not judging her because she is amazing, but I want to get there, you know?
Yeah, of course.
So some people ask me to stop to do as a leader in the studio. And my mom was like, no, 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 no. She will be good. So
Yeah.
no matter what the people say, just go for it.
Hey, look at your mom. Look at
So my
looking
mom
out
is
for you.
my mom gave her, like, for real, she did everything. Otherwise I would do like different stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you this real quick. For people out there right now who are learning, Brazilian Zouk,
Yeah.
and they're having difficulty, I guess learning their hip movements.
Yes.
What advice can you give them for that?
So first you need to understand how your legs work to make your hip work. So it's like you cannot move your hip by himself. Otherwise it'll make sense. So you need to learn how you need to step to give the different feelings from your body. So if you pass your weight from one side and just have a full weight in your right side and just relax your hip, just like weighting something, you have one feeling. When you step right away, you have another feeling. So it's like how you move your legs, thighs, how you move your knee. So this make you understand different ways to move your hip.
Yeah. Showing up, I
So
understand that.
yeah, so it's like it's more about your legs than the hip. The hip
Oh,
will
okay.
move. The hip will move naturally. You
Right.
know.
It's like
So
cause and effect though. The way you move your
yes,
legs and your knees affects the hips.
yes, it's the same like a head movement that people call. I learned that you call head motion because I don't move the head.
It's the upper body, right? The torso.
Yeah, it's everything working together that you need to relax your neck. Then you have the motion from your head. So I learned that, and it was like it will be difficult actually to change that name because the people won't say head movement. You think to move the head, you
Right,
know.
right.
So, but it's kind of thing that the people with the time maybe will change. But
Okay.
I'm trying to use that word to
Yeah.
to to keep the feeling, because it's really difficult for the Brazilians pass the same feeling that we have in Portuguese to English. So
Okay, right, right, right.
sometimes we when we are teaching, we use some word that for us make total sense. Total. And then with the people like, what? What? I was like, ooh. So I need to find different way. So I
Right.
always when we are teaching, we ask for some new words to to bring different feelings because sometimes we want to say different stuff at the same
Exactly.
movement.
Right, right, right.
So
I want
always learning, always
Yeah,
learning.
always learning, always. I want to go back to when you're 16 again
Yeah.
and you're learning to lead. Tell me about that. You learning to lead. What was that like?
Actually, it was really difficult.
I believe it.
Really,
I believe it.
really. Yeah, like, but with that, I learning how to wait as a follower because sometimes we feel that, oh, they're not doing nothing. But if they are not leading you, you cannot move,
Right,
you
right,
know? So it's like we need to understand our own body and then understand the other person's body.
right,
So it's kind of like it's really a research in your full body and soul. What you need to move in which kind of energy you need to pass for that person that is dancing with you. So it's kind of really difficult because sometimes like I was leading the person that don't want to dance with me,
okay.
you know. So but all the teachers in Jameru's dance school was amazing. There was a changing partner a lot. That's why it was not hard for that person that don't want to dance with you stay like 1 minute just training and then pass for another person, you know.
Okay, yeah.
So this all the teachers you need to do it. Like if that person don't want to dance with a woman or with a guy, whatever, you need to understand they have your own boundaries. So just change partner. Don't make a big deal, you know.
Right, right, right.
Yeah, it was really hard that time because was the class was really high level, you know. So you need to step up, otherwise you don't show yourself. You're not there.
Right.
So I want to become a teacher. So I was like going to the school like Sunday to Sunday.
Okay, every day just practicing.
Yes, yes, yes. So and then after that I entered in Jaimerosa dance company for 6 years. It was like everything about dancing. So
Yes, you well, I want to get into that time period, but real quick, for people who are leads who are beginners in Zouk, you know, what advice can you give them to people who are just now starting to dance it, you know?
like every dance is hard for me.
Right,
Like dance as just a activity for your body, it's kind of easy. Okay, I move here, move there, but really dance good, be a good dancer is hard.
right,
So the first thing is everybody start from the beginning. So if the people who dance with you are not that at the same level as you, because this is happening your whole life. It's not the same level as you. Just relax and give the feeling that you're having fun
okay,
because it's for having fun, you know.
right, right. That's
So
why we start dancing.
if you're so into it, like I need to dance good with this person, you're putting you're putting your mind like really overworking, and
Right.
then you're not enjoying what you're doing. So first advice, don't give up
Eh,
because it's hard. Yes, because you need to change your own body. So sometimes you think that you're doing the movement, but your body is not doing. So that's the problem about our the dance world, that something that you think are some things that you need to do. So this takes time to understand that what we need to change for make that happen, you know. So
Yeah.
yeah, the dance scene is kind of hard when you enter, like, oh my god, everybody here in the party are dancing and then
Start
I'm
comparing
here.
yourself. Yeah, you compare yourself to
Yeah.
other people.
Yes, but for me, I prefer dance with somebody that is changing with me. That feeling in that music, like one step, three step, whatever, but having fun and just for me, sharing the feeling. You know, I share with you 3 minutes and then okay, next. You know, it's like, but need to be good for you as well, not only for me. So
Right.
if I keep pushing you to do something that you're not ready for, so I'm pushing you to jump a cliff. So it's like it's not that comfortable for you. So
Right.
in 3 minutes, I'm totally cool with whatever you're trying to do, you know. So and then if have somebody that dance more, they will have the same boundaries as you, because everybody need want to improve, want to do
Mm-hmm.
something that you don't know. But everybody start from the beginning that
Mm-hmm.
I don't know nothing. So everything will come with the time for the beginners and
Yeah. Sure enough.
so don't give up.
That makes a lot of sense. So so you joined that dance school and you're practicing. Um and then you said you joined the dance company. Like when you graduate from high school, do you want to become a full-time dancer at that point, or do you want to do something else?
Oh, actually, when I finished, I was thinking in that time to do a soccer. I was a soccer player for
Okay, so
real.
you still were doing soccer at that time then.
Yeah, I was actually was I was 16 when I finished, so it was like or I played soccer or I danced
Ah,
because I didn't have money to have to do both. So it
okay.
was like I quit soccer and entered the dance world, and then I fall in love to the dance world. So
Oh, so hold on, real quick, real quick. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to cut you off.
no, it's okay.
Why did you pick dance over soccer? What was your thought process at that time?
Something that make me feel good.
Okay.
First, I wanted the soccer word was because I grew up playing soccer, and for me, it was my goal to be a professional. And then if didn't have that lucky, would be doing the same as my father, being a coach, like a soccer
Okay.
coach, swimming coach, whatever, doing something about the sport.
Hmm.
But when my father passed away, it was like I don't want to do this anymore. You know, it was like angry or sad.
I
I don't know.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I fell in love to the zouk, to the dance world, was about feeling good again, feeling alive.
Okay.
So I changed being a teacher, like as a soccer or like something from sport, as a professional dancer. It's pretty much the same level as hard work, as training. So for me, I was doing the same thing that was moving myself. It's really hard, like the need to push yourself every day to get better, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So I just find myself again in the dance world.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you chose dancing over soccer, and then you decided to join the dance company for 6 years. Is that what you said?
Yes, yes.
And
So we was in Jameros Dance School already. So for 1 year, me and my brother, we was sitting and in the chair watching the company rehearsal, because my goal is to if I look for something that I know that's good, I want to put myself into it, I will be there for you to watch me that I want that to like do that as well, you know. So my mom just said, if you want, just try it. So we was young in the studio, so we didn't have space to enter, you know. So for 1 year we was watching, then rehearsal, trying to do as in the corner, you know, like, oh, this movement and this movement, you know. And Jaime Rocha always was like, look to the side, like what they are doing, you know, and then keep doing everything. And one day he was like, you guys really want, right? He was like, yes, yes, yes. It's like, okay, stay in the corner, try it, and maybe you can enter. I was like,
and
oh,
maybe,
okay,
and maybe.
all right. So yeah, yeah, yeah. So because in the company they was dancing like a lot, and it was new. It was like 1 year, 1 year, 1 year and a half in the dance world. So for me, it was everything they was doing was new, everything.
Right, right.
So I was a soccer player, so I I was not flexible at
Wow.
all. So I was every time like I'm big here because I was a swimmer. So it's like everything was saying no for me. So
Ah,
I was I was trying to put different stuff in my dance skills, you know.
Yeah.
So we entered. Thanks God, we was working hard. So it was 6 years in his company, traveling and doing shows a lot, rehearsing 5 hours a day, this kind of thing.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
so real quick, I want to ask you this: for people out there who maybe were like you and struggle with their flexibility,
Whoa.
what can they do to improve that?
So have some classes here in Rio. The dancers do. I think in US it's more options actually. So you can do some classes that work in your own flexibility. So it's like here it's prophylaxis. I don't know. We have the same name in English, but have one teacher here. She calls Tia Marcia. Is all the dancers here in Rio, they love to do classes with her because she push you to be good and to have more flexibility.
Mm.
So in your own time, you do the same classes at the same room with somebody that is a ballet dancer for 20 years, and you have only 1 year of dance and you are there trying to put yourself like you know so and every time that I was doing classes I was like always feeling pain, of course, because I
Ah.
was not flexible, and I'm not that flexible, so I was doing some exercises. I was like, and every time I was look to the clock, like, oh my god,
How
oh
much
my god.
time?
Yeah, she every time she was like, Rachel, don't look to the clock. They are not going faster because you are looking at. They're like, oh my god, yeah, this kind of thing. But yeah, have a lot of classes that you can improve your own flexibility and push more. Not if you want to really make shows, doing shows, you need to go harder, like as about do ballet, do classic with flexibility, do hip hop, do any type of class can improve
Ah.
your own body, you know, and you keep doing something that will be giving you more movements in your
Yeah,
own
yeah,
body,
yeah.
and have a lot of class in US. It's easy,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah,
So what
but yeah, need to improve more different type of dances to give you uh, your body that you really want in that
yeah.
in that specific dance rhythm like Zouk.
So yeah, I think what you're saying is doing different dance styles, it'll help you understand your body more, right?
Yes,
And how to
yes,
control it and everything. So that makes a lot of sense. I definitely understand that.
yeah. Here in Rio, all the people who was dancing Zouk, they learn in a dance studio.
Uh,
So, but you didn't, it was not only one dance. We enter in the dance studio to learn dances.
yeah, yeah,
One of
yeah.
them is Zouk,
Okay.
So when you are part of the team here in the dance studio, you don't have choice. You learn bolero, forró, samba de gafieira, soltinho, zouk, tango, salsa, bachata. So
Oh
everything.
wow, that's so awesome that you learn all that. That's so awesome.
That's why a lot of people say, "How you do that in Zouk?" Like, actually, it's not about Zouk. It's about dance. So if you
Mm.
understand some rhythms, Brazilian rhythms like bolero, that's everything about to wait,
Mm.
waiting and doing your style, like with your leg, with something that holding. This have the feeling in Zouk as well. So to create Zouk, of course, all the dances came in different points.
Yeah, yeah.
So for me, that's why the people understand better. I know that in US and Europe, a lot of people only learn Zouk. That's fine.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
not a problem, but you need to open your mind. that have much more for your own body that
Yeah.
only one style.
Because each different style can teach you something different, right? The
Yes,
stuff
yeah,
the stuff that salsa is gonna teach you may not be the same thing that zouk's gonna teach you
yeah,
or
of
bachata's
course,
gonna teach you. So that makes a lot
yeah.
of sense.
We need to understand that we have only two legs and two arms, so
Right,
the
right, right.
movements are not that different. In Zouk, they are different because we have a lot of movement for the sides. It goes around
Right.
the
It's
lady.
different. Yeah,
But
yeah.
when you do the basic, come on, it's when you look, only the step have one leg forward, one leg backwards. You do
Exactly.
this in all the dances,
In
right?
all the dances, every
But
dance.
how you do it that really makes you understand which rhythm it is. So for me, it's you need to understand how that works and not, oh, I need to go one step forward, one step back, you know?
Right, right, right. It's more than just that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's why for me, when you learn a lot of different styles of dances, can give you different feelings, and then you can use only zouk, yes, because have different feelings in different songs. So if you can create different feelings for the same rhythm that zouk, you have your goal, because one song is romantic, one song is like it's happy, one song is fast, one song is slow, one song is sad, one song is so emotional. So you need to create this feeling as well. So
Right.
really depends about your energy in how you do that movement, because the same
Yeah.
movement you can make in different ways.
Yeah. I wanna oh, can you tell me about your 6 years on the dance team? What was that? What was that like for you?
When I was 16,
Oh no, no. You say you spent 6 years on the dance company, right?
oh yeah, yeah,
But when you
16,
finally
yeah.
got invited to, what was that? What was that experience like for you?
For me, it was like my college, how you call,
Okay,
right?
yeah, university college, yeah.
Yeah, yes. For me, it was like kind of like that. So I had 6 years to do everything that you can think, like dance for one hamburger, or dance for 100 reais, or dance for nothing. Only dancing. So was not about, never it's about money. When you go in this world like to work, first it's about the passion,
Okay,
and
okay.
in years later you understand how to make money with the thing that you know.
Exactly.
Yes, but 6 years training every day doing. So one day I dance, one dance is from Pernambuco. I don't know if you know frevo.
I don't.
Have a little umbrellas, like really colorful, that the people keep playing with that, but doing movement that with your life that you cannot think about it, that how hard it is. You go up
Wow.
and down, like bending your full leg and going up and playing. It's like that kind of class that I had. I was like, you guys are crazy. Like
Uh-huh.
for real, my legs cannot make this. So, so I learned a lot of different
Yeah.
dances and skills. I'm not a forever dancer at all, but that gives me something different, of course. So with Chamarosha, we was dancing all the style that you can imagine, and he was creating different stuff as well. So he created a show um, they call Viva Brasil. It was amazing. We was doing this show for a year and a half. We traveled the world. This show was in Germany for 1 year as well. So we was like huge. Was huge. Was about our culture. Was about
Oh.
how the Brazil was born. You know. So about the Portuguese, about the indigenous, about everything. So with that, we learn about our own dance,
Nice.
not only ballroom dance. You know, it was about dancing, because in Brazil, I would tell you what, like we didn't born dancing as you go in US or you go to Russia, everybody do ballet. you know.
Uh-huh.
So
Right, right, right.
everybody's a ballerina. Like, come on, in Brazil, it's not like that.
Uh-huh.
We are dancers because we love, we do some things, but don't have that classes that in some countries really common. You go to the college, but you go because you are dancing. You
Yeah.
know, you have dance word like really huge. In Brazil,
Yeah.
it's not like that. We don't have
Okay.
that much competitions. We don't have our ballroom is it's really tiny. You don't have that much competitions. You know, we are not professionals like the people from US or
I get you.
Europe.
Yeah,
Here,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know. So when you enter in this world, that you learn a lot of different styles for years and training different stuff, it's amazing, you know. Like, you don't have this opportunity in college, you don't have this
Right,
opportunity in
right.
school. So it's amazing, it was amazing. Like, so that's why I can say that I'm not a specific dancer, but
Right,
I'm
right.
able to do everything,
I
you
get
know.
you. Yeah.
Not that flexible, you know, not flexible, but yeah, I'm able to dance whatever dance. Like, for me, it's about how to move your own body. That
Right,
thing that
right.
Jaime Rosa gave to me, that I always say to him, it's like he didn't create a professional zouk dancer, professional ballet dancer. He created a dancer, a professional
Nice.
dancer.
That's awesome.
So with that, even without uh, that skills in ballet or contemporary, something like that, we are able to understand our own body
That's
and
awesome.
do a show, do everything. Of course, if you want to improve, do ballet, do other stuff. But we are
Exactly.
able to understand and create the movement that people want
Yeah.
and the feeling. Yeah.
So I'm curious, I guess what happens after you leave that dance company? Do you, like, what happens?
Wow. That that point
And how old
was
were you at that time?
was I was 18. 18? No, no,
We
no.
no
No, 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 no.
6 years later, right?
No, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So one thing that two different stuff happened. When we was out of the company, we opened our own studio.
Right, right. Dancer
Yeah,
Ramos.
yeah,
Academia de Dança Ramalho. Yeah.
yeah. So when we was okay, 6 years later, it was like, okay, we are done. You know, like, we need to something more.
Right.
So yeah, we opened our dance studio in Barra da Tijuca. It's close by that we live in Rio. We opened actually with Jaime Arosha's name, was Jaime Arosha Barra. And then after that, after a while, we was having a chat with him. Like, okay, so we want to put our family name because we want to have something about our own history, you know.
Yeah.
So he said, okay, fine, let's make it work. So we changed our name. So the name of our studio was Ramalhos.
Okay.
So after that, after get out of the company, we enter really in the teaching world. What
Okay.
was
Okay.
only about performance, was teaching as well, but the main work was about performing and training. So after 6 years, we opened our own studio, and then we enter about teaching skills to put out, pretty much, you know, how to
Yeah.
create your own team, how to do your own parties, how to create your own choreography
Yeah.
without a person behind you saying do this, do that, you know. So 6 years later, we opened a studio in completely different skills. Completely.
Yeah.
Was learning everything over and over again.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you open your own studio, you realize that being a good teacher is not enough.
Okay. I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah, it's not enough. So, and when you open your studio, you are a good teacher. You need to. keep in your mind that you don't know everything.
Mm.
You, it's impossible that
Right.
a person knows everything. So your own team need to learn for other people as well. So it's like what I understand in this like 14 years dancing, it's getting to 15. It's like everybody have something to give to you, even
Right.
if they are new teachers. Doesn't matter if they are a new teacher or old teacher. Everyone have a different point of view, so you can improve your own skills, teaching and dancing and creating um, your own team. So every time that I go to Pedrinho's house, you know Pedrinho, right?
Oh yeah, Patrina. You
Yeah.
saw that? Yeah, Patrina's the homie. I love Patrina.
No, come on, come on. He's amazing.
He's
Now,
amazing.
Pedrinho and Linda and Mia, they are my family. So,
Hey, I love Patrina.
yeah, we passed like at least 1 week and a half in their house. They are amazing. And we kept studying and talking about how to improve your dance studio, because
Right.
they have the dance studio, I have a dance studio, but we want to think in different ways how to get better, you know.
Right.
And
Right.
then we go with another congress, we go William Paloma, you keep looking for, they don't have a studio, they don't have, they are building some artists to work with the name as well, so like have a different ways to work.
Mm.
But dance studio usually ask your time.
Okay.
So you need to have your own team.
Yeah.
You have at least 3 teachers. Now I have around 10
Nice.
teachers.
Okay. Slowly growing.
Yeah, like 10 teachers in one studio is like, it's a lot.
It is.
It's a lot. But all of them have a difference. So even when they are teaching the same rhythm,
Uh-huh.
they keep studying together, because one thing it's about your own style, your own skills, what you prefer, what you like. The other thing is how to put this close to what that school says,
Ah.
so
Yeah.
it's really difficult to build what that school says, you
Okay.
know what you're looking for in that studio.
Now, I want to ask you this. Going back to when you first opened up that studio, what was it like learning to teach? What was that like?
So like I was teaching in Jamiaroshi school already, and then sorry,
Good.
um, so we was already teaching in
Okay.
Jamiaroshi school. But when you open your own, you have your you have all the weight in your hand,
Exactly.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and we was teaching. So come on, I was young, and the people was like, okay, I'm 40, 45, and someone have 20, 20 something are telling me what to do.
Right.
So it's not easy.
Exactly. I know. I understand.
So it's like you need to prove yourself every day that you
Right.
study and you're good. So a lot of people was doing classes with someone that have pretty much the same age or 30 something, and then have 2 young people like me, my brother Rodrigo. Renato was dancing as well. My mom was like the same age, but all of that was my 2 brothers and me was like, yeah, So the
Exactly.
people, the people push you first. So like, oh come on, you're too young, you don't know nothing.
Right. Right.
Because we know that when you in that time all the teachers was older than the students,
Uh-huh. Right.
pretty
Right.
much,
Right.
or the same age, pretty much the same level. And one someone that really young enter in this area that's not that open for young people, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yeah.
So, oh, you're a teacher, come on, you know. So it's like was really hard, but
Yeah.
I would tell you what, we was working. We was renting a place for 2 days. So it was Tuesday and Thursday. We had 100 students. We grow into have 100 students in only 2 days.
Wow.
So it was like, oh my God, it was amazing. It was difficult to build, but we got there.
You said 2 days. You had 100 students.
Yeah, not working with 2 days for 1 year.
Uh huh.
So we got around 100 students. So it was
Okay.
open only Tuesday and Thursday.
Oh, I get you. Okay, so open it
You
two
know?
days a week in a year, you were able to get 100 students.
Yes,
Okay, I
yes,
understand.
yes. So it's kind
That's
of hard.
impressive. That's impressive,
Yeah, it
though.
was really good. It was really good because in that time the people was doing more classes. Was not didn't have a lot of dance studios. You know, like today have a lot.
Right,
So
it's getting popular.
into to get 100 students, like take more time,
Right.
like a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah, yeah. So like what's amazing to start this new career as
Yeah.
as a owner of dance school, um, owner of your own path. You know, don't
Yeah.
don't have someone telling you, okay, now do this choreography, make this happen. Make I need to make it happen because my team need me.
Right. Right. Right.
You know, so it's completely different.
That is. I want to ask you
Yeah.
this. What are some lessons from dancing that you've learned that you're able to translate to your everyday life?
First of all, for me, I learned that everybody. Um, so I want to give the feeling that what the dance gave to my mom when she entered.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
she felt safe, really happy, and with true friends, because you know that when you enter in the dance world, you met me today, but you're already my friend. You can come to my house and then we can go to
Yeah.
the party. You know.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So it's kind of like everybody that enter your dance studio or enter your dance class, they have your own problems. And there, in that place, need to be a safe place. So it's like you need to show them first, they need to step up, to open their arms, to have somebody inside that they don't know the name, but they need to feel comfortable with.
Yeah.
So the first thing that I learned is that first, feel safe. Here it's good for you. You know, it's nothing that you need to be afraid of. You need to be like just alert that you need to improve, but you don't need to be afraid, you
Okay.
know.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But and for me, safe place is the first thing that come to my mind,
Yeah.
and happy place as well, because you don't dance because you want to be angry. Come
Right,
on.
of course not. Of course not.
You dance because you want to smile, you want to have
Yeah.
fun, you want to really laugh with the partner that you are dancing with. Of course, have a romantic songs, but even that, you can do something that give you a smile, you know?
Yeah. Of course.
So for me, this type of feeling that, and everyone, you need to be patient because you we don't have the same clock.
Mm.
So my clock is different than somebody that's dancing with me. So sometimes run faster, sometimes run slower.
Yeah.
So I have my own problems to work on. So sometimes the people are too picky. Oh, they don't know this. He don't know that. She don't know this. Like she don't follow me. Like come on, it's two different person thinking different
Right.
steps.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that things for me it's more important to create a perfect environment perfect place for you to come every week, like
Yeah.
3 days a week, 4 days a week, like
Yeah.
feeling good in that place. So that's that we want to build every time that we travel, because we teach in different places every
Right.
time.
Right. Right. Right.
But for me, my goal is not free to remember, oh my God, I just learned this movement. For humans, first we feel. So you will always remember if you feel like, if you felt like angry, if you felt scared, if you felt like happy, something like that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So for me, you always about feeling first and then about thinking.
Yeah.
So if you felt good, you want to do this for whole life, right? So that's environment that we want to create in every place that we go or in
Okay.
every class that we teach.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I wanna ask you a couple more questions. Do you have time?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, awesome. So I had a friend. She's a big fan of yours. She wanted to know I guess, are you able to put into words the differences in how people dance Brazilian Zouk in Brazil and how they dance in the U.S.? Like, how are they different, or are they similar?
No, they are not similar, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I think the people from US are understanding more our culture. So we always say this when we say like, "Oh, I'm Brazilian," and you open your arm and give me a hug. But when you say I'm Swedish, I don't know, like you put the hand and like shake, like because we was in Sweden, they did the same. Oh, I'm Swedish, so you have a handshake, but I'm Brazilian, and you are able to hug. Why? Because we put the boundaries. Actually,
Mm,
the Brazilians, we are more open
okay.
to hug. We are more open to say what we are feeling. And this for us is natural, but you can learn, of course. A lot of Brazilians are not that open. A lot of Brazilians are not that comfortable with the hug. But we have this feeling that as we learn, oh, here you need to do this, and like a tight hug. For us, it's okay. When we say that we need to hug someone in US, sometimes they misunderstood that first you're too close. You cannot touch the body, you know.
Okay.
But a lot of them misunderstood as well that once that you understand that you need to be open, they open too much,
Okay, it's too much. They go overboard.
you know? So one thing is to feeling comfortable with the hug, to dance. To dance. It's only dance because I don't do nothing more than dancing with my brothers.
Mm.
A lot of people say it's really romantic, it's really sexy. I dance with my mom, need to be as sexy that I dance with my brothers or with somebody that I don't know. Because one thing, I don't put my sexuality in the person. I
Mm.
put my sexuality for me, for
Mm.
myself. I dance for me to create something, the energy with you.
Yeah, okay.
It's not for you, you know?
Okay, that's
So
different.
it's
That's a
completely
different.
different. That
Yeah.
when you look for something that can scare you, when you try to reach that person really fast. So creating a hug, creating the energy about just feeling comfortable with the hug. It's about not that difficult thoughts that you put in your mind. Oh my God, I'm embracing someone that I don't know the name, you know, and feeling comfortable with that. Doing your own. We have so much to think about it, to
Yeah.
dance, about our legs, about the movement. We cannot think about being sexy for somebody,
Okay.
you know?
Right, you focus on everything else.
Yes. So for me, for myself, I hug, I create the feeling, but it's about dancing. If you find somebody in the dance world, it's completely different. Okay, because every job have are able to find somebody to have a relationship, right? Dance world is more closed. That's why the people need to understand the boundaries, the line between sexy, that the dance is already
Uh-huh.
essential.
Oh, okay.
The dance is essential. Sexy is about I'm trying to be sexy for you, you know?
Exactly. Okay.
The dance is sensual. Like
So,
tango. For me, tango is really sensual.
okay, yeah.
Like you see the looks, you see how she put the arms. For me, it's sensual.
Yeah, I get you.
So that's the important part. So the people misunderstood sexuality, sensual,
So hold on.
sexy.
So let me ask you this now. Are you saying that the people in the US try and sexualize everything, they try and make it sexy? Is that the difference?
They try to sell everything. This is true. Come on, U.S. make everything sells,
Okay.
right? So sometimes they change a lot. Uh, so we have the dance. So they create as another dance, another name, another thing, only for sell the same thing. You can see
Hey.
this in every place. In the Zouk world, I think that the people from US they are amazing, for real, because they explode the Zouk really fast.
All right, it's gotten popular. It's gotten very popular.
Yes, it's like I loved going to US. I really feel at home when
Oh,
I go to
that's
US
so awesome.
because
Yeah.
US, like Brazil, we don't have face. Brazilians can be everywhere, can be Indian face, but they're Brazilian, you
Okay, I
know.
get you. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So US have a lot of different culture as well because have a lot of different people,
Exactly.
right? So as Americans, sometimes they are more tough to understand as American. But as they open the mind and it's only a dance, everything is fine, you
Okay.
know? So, but in US, we see a lot of foreigners as well. So we have a Latin feeling at the same class. We have a American feeling, how
Ah,
to put these different words together that we need to face this like only a dance. It's not, I don't, you need to bring your soul. I cannot pick your soul and say, okay, you need to do this. No, you need to feel comfortable doing this. So you have your own time to understand how to be comfortable. It's
okay.
not it's not trying to sexualizing stuff. Just dancing. The dance is sensual. And then you go into here because you feel comfortable with here. I cannot push you to do more than that. I just can show you that if you go with this side here, maybe you like it,
I
maybe
get you.
not.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I cannot push the people to say that you need to do that. No, because in Brazil, we was not talking about how to hug,
Okay, you just
how
did
to
it.
feel, how to breathe. For real, in Zouk world, we was not talking about this. We was talking about the feelings that you feel when you do this type of movement. We was understanding um, when we say breathing, we say how to hold and let go. It's not
Oh,
breathing himself, like that's thing that happens a lot. For me, it's not about zouk, it's about dancing. When you create something about breathing, it's not about zouk, it's about dancing. That's why
right.
for
Okay, it's
me,
different.
Brazilian zouk is around the dance. What you do for the sides, it's perfect, but you need to understand that it's not zouk. It's something that you study to improve your own dance. That you create a ballet, that you create a contemporary, that you can create hip hop classes, everything. And relaxing classes, yes. Breathing classes, yes. But it's about dancing, not zouk,
Mm, okay.
you know?
I think so.
So
Yeah, I think I
for
understand you.
my point of view, I respect everyone, but one thing is Brazilian zouk dance. The other thing is it's what you can do with that.
Mm.
You can create more. Yes, you can bring new styles to it. Yes, but you cannot lose our main structure that that make this Brazilian Zouk. You know, so
Yeah.
some when I 2 years ago or maybe three, I was feeling that in US the dance was going to the other side. That was not Brazilian Zouk. They
Okay,
was
right.
not playing even
The
Zouk
Zouk music.
songs that we was listening in Brazil.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna Americanize it. That's gonna happen. That's definitely gonna happen. Yeah.
Yes, we understand that, of
Yeah.
course, but I always understand that we are strong together. So if the Brazilians and the amazing instructors that have in US and have in Europe, they work together
Mm.
because everyone have something different to give,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We
you
all
know?
benefit from it. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, but you need to understand and respect the history.
So true. Yeah. Let me ask you this real quick. Same thing for like comparing Brazil to the U.S. Are there certain I guess body movements that you all do in Brazil that you don't see over here? Like, do you teach the stuff you teach in Brazil? Is it the same stuff you're seeing being danced over here?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I would tell you that the Zouk like grows so fast and so much that, and a lot of people from the US are traveling to Brazil now and to
Okay, to
understand
learn.
our feeling.
Um,
So I have a friend in town. She's from Hawaii now, and she is the first time here in Brazil. And I was asking her, was this weekend? Was like, the feeling here is different. She was like, yes.
ah,
And she travels the whole US to dance as well. But like, why? Because you're here to dance, you're here to have fun. The music have more beat. So even if have a time, have a slowly songs, this kind of things, usually the music is more zouk feeling.
yeah.
Have, of course, you Americanize, you put pop music, you put zoukable songs,
Right, right, right.
but the feeling about the party that move the people have higher energy. And
Uh-huh.
I went a lot of places in US, the energy is so low in the parties,
Wow.
and like I missed something. I was missing something. And I'm open to say every time that guys, go to Brazil, go to the biggest party there, you see that the energy is different. So you are missing something here. It's not a
Yeah.
problem that you give this feeling to be close, but the problem is only that, you know? So only electronic music. Come on. Why? Because if you go to Brazil, we don't do that. So if you're doing a Brazilian dance, you need to respect the music as well. It's
Yeah.
not Brazilians only Brazilian songs because we don't do that. But we do with reggaeton, we do with Zouk music, we do with Zouk love, we do with pop music, we do with everything. We do music without beat strong. Yes, we do, but we need to respect that the default, the main one, have beat.
Mm.
So you cannot create a subclass without beat,
Right, right, right.
you know? So that for me that if you want to change something, it's fine, but you
Uh-huh.
need to say it to something else,
Okay, right, right, right.
you know?
Let me
So
I want to
I
ask you this.
went to
I
the
want to ask.
party was
Oh,
only electronic.
oh
So for
wow.
me, one style like if you go to Mafi Zucker is my friend. I love him. He create amazing songs. I love a lot of his sets.
I've heard of him. I definitely know. I've heard of him. Definitely. Yeah, yeah,
But at the beginning, he was giving new feelings for us. He was creating popular songs with Zouk beat
yeah. Right. He like remixes,
because
right?
for us the music was too fast and in French. It's really out for our culture. The French songs was not touching only like the new generations, you know.
Right.
We grew up in Brazil listening American music, and pop music, everything that changed. So we were trying to feel comfortable and feeling different with different music. So he was giving us this feeling. That's why he created new songs, you know.
Yeah,
Otherwise, we
yeah.
keep picking music from the radio.
Okay.
So his part was amazing to give music that are really popular and we can dance souk with that.
Okay.
So, but the people misunderstand or misunderstood. How would you say?
Okay.
I don't know the proper English.
Let's say it again.
If
Missing.
the people misunderstand or
Oh,
misunderstood.
it's either one. Honestly, say you can
Okay.
misunderstand something, or they misunderstood it.
Oh,
Past
okay.
tense.
Perfect. Because I'm still learning.
It's not good. Your English is
So,
way better than my Portuguese.
oh, we need to practice. Perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's like one thing is when you bring new music, new American music, that you create new feeling, and the other thing is if you only do parties with that, only with electronics without any voices, any singer. It's like for me, it's completely out of our culture. We
Okay.
can dance to it, but it's not our main music,
Okay.
main
Yeah, I
styles
understand.
of music.
Yeah. I wanna
Yeah.
ask you, can you give me like maybe three of your favorite congresses, like three in Brazil and three in the US?
Okay, wow. So in Brazil, of course, I would say my Congress. Come on, Ramalho Zouk Festival. It's just incredible.
When
Like
is that? Is that in December? When is that?
it's December. Always before the Christmas.
Okay, okay.
It's a festival. That's why I don't call Congress because it's not huge. I don't want to do a huge Congress. I
Uh-huh.
did like in 2012, 2013, but I prefer something smaller. It's inside our studio, and we have a barbecue at Sunday.
Nice.
It's a huge pool. It's like cool. It's really cool. So the environment's more family. Like it's more. It's about dancing. It's about doing the classes, creating the same thing at the same time. You know. One other event that I love being part of, it's Renata Peçanha's Congress. It's amazing.
Wait,
It's
so
in
hold on.
Rio. It's in January.
Okay. Wait, say it again. Who was it? Renato?
Renata Peçanha's Congress.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's they call Rio Dance Congress.
Okay, the Rio Dance Congress. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like, sorry, it's Rio Zouk Congress.
Mm.
Rio Zouk Congress. It's Renata Peçanha's event, and it's always in January. It's huge event. It's huge event. So have three huge ballrooms, have the parties package is really huge. So everybody comes to the Renata event. I in the past I love Bags Congress, but he don't do anymore. He's in Porto Seguro.
Ah,
So and the other event in Brazil that I love it's for Kaká event.
the
So
DJ Kaka. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, come on, she's my other half in the DJ part.
Yeah.
Like
What's her
we
event called? What is that called?
So now the event is for Zouk because it's in Fortaleza.
Okay.
So will be happening 2021.
Okay.
So
2021?
21, yeah,
It's gonna be that
2021.
that's the next time it's gonna be just 2021.
Yes,
That's
yes,
way in the future. Okay, wow.
yeah. So it would be amazing. So check it out because it'll be really, 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 really good. So it's for Zouk and it's in Fortaleza. It will be in January. I think it will be after Renata Peçanha's event.
Okay. And
Events.
and tell me what give me your top three events in the US, Congress or festivals. Which ones have been your favorite?
Wow. So some events that I really love to go. It's uh, it's in Atlantic City that I
Atlantic City?
really, yes, I really enjoy. It's
Atlantic
from a
City, is
hand.
that New Jersey?
Yes, yes.
New
It's close
Jersey,
to New York. Yeah, 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 yeah. So in Atlantic City, the name is Zook and Play. It's really cool because bring bring different feelings that only classes in the side of the room is close to the beach, like have nice feelings as well. um, I really enjoy to go to San Francisco.
Hey.
Oh my god, it's really cool. Yeah, it's nice. Have a nice parties, and it's amazing. I love. So
What festival was that?
Zouk Me SF. It's
Okay.
in July. I think it's 15, 16 of July.
Okay.
Yeah, this weekend. It's really cool. Zouk Me SF in San Francisco is really nice. The other one, I would tell you that for real in US. I have other ones that I go like DC. Congress is really cool. Like I love DC because come on, I have a lot of friends
Yeah,
there,
you said.
so it's like really cool to go as well.
Which Congress is that?
So this is Congress. It's just
Okay.
happening this past
DC
weekend,
Zoo
but
Congress. Okay.
yeah, but one that I love that was a long time ago that I went was New York Zouk Festival. It's
Mm.
pretty cool.
I knew New York's always gonna have a good scene. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. New York Zouk Festival is pretty cool. But I need to tell you that Zucamax in Mexico, it's wow. It's cool.
Ah.
It's
Okay.
really cool. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So they're improving a lot the events. So every year they're
That's better.
improving
That's
and doing
awesome.
better and better. Because like for me, like the environment just incredible. Like to
Okay.
be in Mexico, to be in Playa del Carmen, going around, walking around, have nice food, nice drinks. The beach is really close.
Right.
The people are more. I would tell you happy just because they don't need to use. They don't need to pay attention to everything that they are doing. They are having fun dancing.
Okay.
They do
Okay.
classes. The classes have a teacher's course, have another programs like Shandy programs as well. Have We are doing the thesis course there. Val and Vanessa are doing thesis course there. So we have a lot of things happening, and then have the congresses that have like around 4 days with classes. After that, have 9 days of parties. Like
Hey. Okay. That's awesome. That's so good.
it's hot. It's
Of
hot.
course, Mexico gonna be high. Of course.
Yeah. So for me, it's the main congress that I really enjoy to go. I have a lot of other events that uh, I try to make part, but
I
it's
know
the
you're
part that
busy.
I'm going to to Europe, so I cannot go. But I
That's
know
good.
that Zouk Heat, DC Zouk Heat, is in April. That in DC as well. That is just amazing. So I have a lot of events. That it's incredible.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, let me ask you this real quick. I want to ask you a couple more questions. I don't want to take up too much more of your time. But can you give me one tip that can make someone a better dancer immediately?
Immediately do classes.
Simple as that.
Yeah, because a lot of people try to run away. That oh, I learned going to the parties. You can not run away. That of course you will do it, but to do good and better,
Right,
you need to understand.
right.
So now the internet's really fast. You can open a video. Oh, I want to do this movement, and then you just do it. Of course, I learned one lift from the internet,
Nice. Okay.
but I was hurting myself.
Ah,
And then when I did a class to improve and to understand better with someone that really understand doing lifts, I was like,
yeah.
oh my god, this is
You went.
completely different that I was
Yeah.
think about it. So one thing is what you see is completely different when
Of
you
course.
learn and when you feel.
Of course.
So a lot of people run away that this responsibility to understand and to dance better
Mm.
is inside of dance classes.
Nah, that's so
So
true. Yeah, you learn so
yeah,
much. You learn the proper techniques. That's why dance classes
yeah,
are always important.
Yes, and learn
Yes.
with different persons. It's cool.
Mm.
Yeah,
Let me ask you this. I'm curious. I was talking to someone who was a M Zouk dancer. I know. Have you heard of M Zouk?
yeah, yeah. I heard.
It's a little different, but he was telling me about the Brazilian Zouk Dance Council. What is that?
So Brazilian Zouk Dance Council. It's a group of teachers.
Are you on
There,
it? Are you on it at all?
I do part of in the Jack and Jills. We judge. We do, but have six main structures that
Okay.
runs this concert. Otherwise, it would be a mess. Of course,
Ah,
like
right,
imagine all
right.
the Brazilians running the dance concert. We kill ourselves. But we try in the dance concert. We try to give some rules
Ah,
to go in this path that is upward, because in Brazil we didn't have this way that, oh my god, it's a Brazilian dance, you need to teach like this, you need to understand like that, you cannot do in competitions. When these people was traveling more, they understand that we need something more professional in this area,
right. Okay,
right?
right.
So if you go to Jack and Jill in West Coast Swing, in ballroom, like
Exactly.
it's completely different than you go to Jack and Jill only for fun in Brazil, because we didn't have these professional skills in dance world. So we need to learn for somebody, you know.
Yeah.
So the Brazilian dance concept is that it's giving the not for Brazilians only, but for the people who run Zouk communities. It's not to teach like this person or that person, but to have some boundaries,
Yeah,
to have some
exactly.
limits, and to understand better our own culture. So to do Jack and Jill that runnings around the world to have the same points need to be for to concept to
Mm.
Brazilians who comes. Otherwise, it's another type of Jack and
Ah,
Jill,
yeah.
another type of competition. You just need to understand that, you know. So it's amazing to have
Yeah,
the
that's a good
Brazilians who
idea.
concept, because you can understand better and have some limits. Otherwise, the other people will jump in. And how you say that it's Brazilian if you don't have any group actually like with
Right, right.
you saying, "Oh, come on, this is Brazilian," you know, because a lot of people from Holland was telling that this dance, Brazilian Zouk dance, born in Holland. So come on,
Really? It's crazy.
yeah. So if you don't have Brazilian Zouk consume saying, "Come on, oh, stop right there," because this is our culture, and everybody can join,
That's crazy. I've
but you
never heard
need
of
to
that.
respect the culture, you know.
Okay.
So for me, Brazilian concept it's to
Yeah.
give you uh, um, the path. Okay, you can go there. There, if you go this way, it's not that good for you. You know, it's like this
Yeah,
and
yeah.
this.
I'm curious. You were talking about Jack and Jill competitions. What's your opinion on Jack and Jill competitions? How do you feel about those?
So I like a lot to watch, to participate. I do as all artists that we do in Jack and Jill. It's not to increase my points, you know, because I think the teachers have a lot to give, and when they dance together, the people love.
Okay, sure
So,
enough.
and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
when you switch partners, so I was doing Jack and Jill in Prague with Val. So we got in third place. It was amazing because we was having fun. It was not to
Right.
show off. It was just dance. We have different bodies because a lot of teachers, Zouk teachers, have different styles. So when you switch, like you're dancing with somebody that is a teacher as well, but have a dance completely different than you. So
Right.
we are there to try to match, you know, try to
Yeah.
create this. So it's kind of it's difficult. It's really
Yeah.
difficult. Every teacher gets so nervous and anxious to do Jack and Jill as well. You know, so I love to judge Jack and Jill. I love to participate. It's fun. You know,
Yeah,
it's
okay.
fun, and I think the all the students like as well.
I was watching this video you did at the Madrid Zouk Bachata Congress, where it was like all of you all just switching in and out to that one song. Do you remember that? You seen that video?
Yes.
That was really cool. That was awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed that one.
So it's really amazing that like I'm able to dance with my brothers, and we still learning how to dance like two guys and one women,
Ah,
respecting the difference between them, because Rodrigo have a different dance than Renato,
ah,
and I
right,
have
right,
a
right.
different dance than them.
Of
Even when
course.
I'm leading, I think I have half of these two and have it on my body, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Renato is more explosive. Renato is more like faster. Rodrigo is more it's more perfectionist about the body, and then
Ah,
more tall. So he create different type of movements. Renato have a different type of skills. He loves doing cabres. So it's like everyone is different, even having the same family in the same dance, you
right.
know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we try to give this feeling for the students as well. Even when we born in the same family, dancing the same dance, we have a different
Of course.
dance, you know.
Of
So
course.
it's really cool. And when we switch a lot, so it's kind of fun. So it
Yeah.
was, yeah. So we was switching. We did a demo with the students as well. So the student had we did our class. We was so we was three. I was leading.
Oh no,
So
so you're talking about a different video. It was a
so no,
different
no, no. I'm telling that have a different video as well, that we was switching with the students, not only with us.
um
So so have the video that we are doing together, me and my two brothers, and have another video as well that we're switching with the students.
okay, okay, okay,
So
okay.
kind of
No, this
cool.
was this was a video with like Evo Vieta, DJ Kaka, it was you, it was William Tara, William.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It
William
was talking about,
Paloma.
it was like 10 different people, like 10 different
Yeah,
instructors.
yeah. So we did this video in Kakai's event.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
really cool. That was awesome.
yeah, because we are going to Madrid, Madrid Zouk Bachata.
That's what it was for. Okay, okay,
Yes, yes.
okay.
All of us are going to there because we'll be lit.
Dude, that's gonna, oh my goodness, that's gonna be
Come on, go
so
to
cool.
Madrid, bro.
I
Like,
would
go.
love to go to Madrid. Oh my
Come.
god.
It's just in September, so you need to check it out.
So
Like,
hold on. So Madrid is where Mzouk is at. Do you know anything about Mzouk?
I'm not close to the MZouk
Okay, okay.
methodology and stuff. No, like we know that it's opening, it's happening, but we're not close to the. We don't taught the same methodology
I
at
understand. I
all. Yeah,
understand.
yeah,
Okay, yeah, it's different.
yeah.
I just want to say this, Rachel. I've taken up more than enough of your time. I really just want to thank you so much, for taking the time to talk to me today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
No, for
Um,
real. In MZouk, I want to say that that these two brothers that really they do in Madrid, they opened. They was in I was in Barcelona. They opened the studio for me and my brother to sleep there. It was
okay,
our
nice.
first tour, so that's I'm saying that we are we are not parting of MZouk, but we respect, and
Of
that's
course.
completely different, and I think have a market for everyone, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I just want to say that that's why I have Brazilian as a council to say, okay, this is what we think,
Mm.
and every school have a different methodology as well.
Right, right,
So
right.
so it's like, let's have fun, let's dance
Yeah.
together.
I just had an Mzouk dance on the show. It is a beautiful dance. It was
Yes,
beautiful.
yes.
Yes, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, yeah.
I think every dance have amazing things to give.
Of course, of course.
So if they create music for some reason, so they want to show something that we don't show. So
Right, right, right.
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Let me ask you this, real quick. Tell me, what are some of your upcoming events in the near future?
So now I'm going to US.
Right, right,
So
right.
these events that I told you
You're right,
that
exactly. The
yes.
U.S. tour.
So like Renato and Rodrigo, they're already in US. So they start the tour in DC Music Festival. So I'm entered now in 18. We start in Capital Congress. Capital Congress
Oh
actually
yes, that's
it's a
the yeah
salsa
yeah
event.
yeah 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 yeah.
Yes, so it's a salsa event that my friend Ashley, uh, who was doing a lot of amazing thing, District Zouk in Washington. She opened the door and to talk with the owner to open the door for Zouk. So we
Yeah.
was teaching Zouk for 2 years already in this event. So it's a huge event for salsa for 15 years running salsa. So he opened the door for Zouk. So it's amazing. So we were starting in DC. So from DC, we go to have a party in Solis in New York, and from there, we go to Dallas. Dallas, we go to Atlantic City for that event that I told you, Zouk and Play, and then we go right away to San Francisco. San Francisco, we do go to Hawaii. Hawaii, we go right away, straight away to Mexico,
Oh hey 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 hey.
and then Brazil for a week, and then go to Europe.
Oh my goodness, extremely busy, extremely busy.
Let's go to Madrid.
Hey, hey. And so real quick, let the people know, how can they get in contact with you?
So we have my me and my brothers. We have our Instagram. So it's if you just put De Ramalhos, De Ramalhos Zouk. It's us. So we have our brand. Have a lot of shirts
Hey,
and
hey.
different stuffs. So have a lot of amazing clothes as well. So you can in Instagram for my family. It's De Ramalhos Zouks. Zouk is not only for the work that we do about our three, but I DJ as well. Renato do classes different than mine. Rodrigo have a different classes with Jacqueline, his fiance, that's amazing dancer as well, amazing Pilates teacher. So we have different stuff that only us three, like the work that we do together. We do
Yeah,
a
yeah,
separate
yeah.
work as well. So and have my Instagram, Rachel Ramalhos, and Renato Ramalhos, Rodrigo Ramalho. So it's like, and have a Facebook that our studio, Ramalhos Dance Studios, like,
Right, right, right.
so it's huge. You can find
Yeah,
us
yeah, yeah.
everywhere.
Hey, so when I post this on YouTube and everything, I'm gonna make sure I put all your contact information in the
Thank
details.
you
All
so
right?
much.
Of course,
Thank
of
you so
course.
much to contact me for this. I'm really glad.
Yes. And I really appreciate it. I can tell, you're very passionate and you love, everything Brazilian Zouk, everything Zouk. So I thoroughly enjoy this myself. I want to say thank you so much, Rachel.
Thank you. I'm really
Hey,
passionate. It's
hey,
Zouk community for me. It's my life. Like
hey, I
for
understand.
real,
I can
it's
tell.
everything. So I will take care of and help and everything that people want.
Yeah, that's awesome. I really appreciate it, Rachel.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Hey,
so
no
much.
doubt, no doubt. So I just say enjoy the rest of your day and take it easy, all right?
De Ramalhos, baby.
Hey, yeah, all right, Rachel. All right, so hey everyone. If you made it this far to the end of the video, I want to thank you so much for just watching this. I really hope that you found value in this. My whole goal in this endeavor is to give a voice to people, to dancers, and to give value to the dance community. So if I'm not giving value, it's kind of pointless. So I strongly urge you to please comment and let me know where I can improve, what I need to do better, what I'm doing wrong, and hopefully what I'm doing right, but my overall goal is I want to give content. I want to be helpful. So please let me know where I can improve upon. I'm new to all this, so this is I'm learning as I go. So I need like feedback. Please comment and just let me know how I can improve. I would greatly appreciate that. That means the world to me just to be able to interact with you all, have a conversation with you and just, see what you like and what you don't like. That means the world to me. I love interacting with you all. It means so much to me. But yeah, thank you so much for making it this far into the video. I gotta say, please leave a like, subscribe. If you don't like it, then let me know why not.
hit the down like button, hit the unlike button. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate it.